Dasa TV, Hinduism Now TV, Twitter, YouTube viewers, and all those blessed to have Naina Diksha, two-way video conferencing who are joining for today's sacred spiritual program. The day. So if you are here, it means existence wants you to be here in this form. You are not an welcome to your sacred spiritual experience, your digital experience of the divine. This may be what you think as your first time in the presence of a divine cosmic being, but this is not the first time. This energy has graced the planet Earth. If you are here watching this now, it is not a coincidence. This is a cosmic intervention in your life to make you man. How has this worked before? Experience these answers through the powerful cognition as referenced from the ancient text of Hinduism, revived by the supreme concept of Hinduism. Let us understand who is Devi Parashakti, the divine. Devi is the ultimate pure feminine consciousness, the cosmic mother. She is the source Shakti. It is her cosmic womb, Brahmanda Yoni, from which billions. Parashakti is the main deity of the sacred feminine and the divine consort of Bhagavan Paramashiva, who is the primordial divinity of Hinduism. And in the words of the supreme concept of Hinduism himself about the relationship with mother, first and foremost relationship is mother. The ability to learn, even the idea to relate, starts with the mother. Mother is too important way to connect with what you think as life. In the Vedic tradition, our rishis were aware your ability to connect with the mother should be directed towards the cosmos. It should inspire. It should awaken your higher consciousness. Connecting with life as mother is the most sweetest, most beautiful, most easiest form to ever connect. And today, out of his extreme compassion and love, the supreme concept of Hinduism is manifesting Devi Parashakti herself, gracing us, answering all of our questions, attending, delivering profound spiritual Samadhi Darshan. Sama is oneness, and Adi means source. So Samadhi means one with the source. Bhava means attitude or aspect. So Bhava Samadhi means being one with the source through this aspect. And Darshan means to have a glimpse of. In the Vedic tradition, it is to describe the moment we behold a deity. An avatar, a saint, or enlightened being, as just seeing such a being, can cleanse the karmas of lifetime and create a deep, lasting transformation in the receiver. Darshan is the powerful, superconscious vibration that is present around at all times. He simply radiates darshan just as sun continues to radiate light. The auspicious moment when the receiver is able to catch it becomes the moment of darshan for you, raising you to the next level of superconscious breakthrough, like hitting the reset button on your very being. Let us understand the science behind the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. The first thing you need to know is the divine cosmic beings are real. They manifest from Kailasa, the enlightened time-space zone, through deities and incarnations, and divine cosmic beings manifest through the Archavatara, the deities in temples, and through Bhava Samadhi Darshan in the Nijavatara, the incarnation. And Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the science of the Nijavatara, manifesting Paramashiva, the consciousness, physical form, the embodied experience Paramashiva. And for example, the Achavatara, the deity, reflects the conscious and manifestation of the being, of the superconscious energy. But human beings are not yet mature enough to receive the higher level experiences from the Achavatara directly. So the avatar, the physical embodied form, comes down to bridge the gap and create the experience of superconscious energy in all of us. And the Bhava Samadhi Darshan awakens your Kundalini Shakti, which is the latent potential energy in every of superconscious energy. Physically slows down the aging process that heals, empowers, and transforms our lives. And during the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. The mirror neurons activate and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing. So the entire body can silently and without moving receive what is happening elsewhere through a process of direct observation, experiencing the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar. Akashic readings are not predictions, they are readings from the cosmic archive. Beyond space, creation and destruction happen happen simultaneously. In the dimension of time, starts with past, present, and future. And because Akashic records are stored in the Akasha, the space dimension, there is no past, present, and future. That is why what you call as happening, yet to happen, are clearly manifesting. Devi Parashakti. The Supreme Concept of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasanidanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is a revival, as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors, who were enlightened masters and adepts. The Supreme Concept of Hinduism has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities as a lifestyle for humanity. The Supreme Concept of Hinduism is ordained as the 233rd Guru Mahasanidanam of the Kanchi Kailasa Satyapitham. Emperor Purivamshi Sarangi Samarajam is the present 293rd Jagadguru Mahanastic order. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism is the 1008th Acharya Mahamandaleshwara of the Atlakada, is the present 23rd Guru Mahasanidanam of the Dharmamukhi Sarigopara Adinam, and has been elected as the Supreme Concept of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1,000 Hindu leaders. And the Supreme Concept of Hinduism is revered as a teacher of Hinduism, the most prolific, most viewed, read, and watched, has authored over 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 languages, including English, Tamil, and Sanskrit, which have into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. The Supreme Concept of Hinduism has enriched and enriched over 1 billion lives digitally, and is respected as the commentator of all sacred scriptures, including the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, the Shiva Sutras, the Brahma Sutras, the Yoga Sutras, the Ashtavakra Gita, the Jain Sutras, and many more. The Supreme Concept of Hinduism is honored as the leader of Hinduism, the most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader. There is the reviver of 108 ancient Hindu sampradayas, including Rudrakanyas, Rudras, Nishis, Nishikas, Vaidavas, Vaidavas, and Sannyas, and is the establisher of the largest Hindu university, Kailasa Nithyananda University, with satellite campuses in over 150 countries. The Supreme Concept of Hinduism is the 1,000 plus Kailasa ecosystem, is the founder and reviver of over 170 Vikas, and the collector of the largest Hindu library with over 1 million complete scriptures and over 20 million digital books. Now that we have understood who is the Supreme Concept of Hinduism, let us now see Nithyananda yogis, the Gurukul Balasans, and the initiated disciples of the Supreme Concept of Hinduism itself. You will be witnessing these extraordinary powers initiated by the Supreme Concept, and how we too will be able to manifest extraordinary powers.
Yes, Nityananda. So let us now move on to the next segment, which is the power manifest. We witness the manifesting of extraordinary Shaktis. So today you will be witnessing the Balasense, the Nityananda, which is manifest, which is being able to see through the cosmic browsing center and the power of body scanning, where one awakens the ability to scan illnesses, diseases, medically diagnosed issues, and not only that, reveal even solutions for the problem. Before we begin, let us understand what our Shaktis are beautifully described by Paramashiva in the Vedagamas. Paramashiva reveals in elaborate detail that every human being is hardwired to be able to manifest 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis. And manifesting powers, Shaktis, is described as a system, as a method, and as a science for human beings to have access to various states and Shaktis manifest from the fundamental cognition that you are a divine and that you need to manifest the divine, and not that you are a. So, who is the source of all these Shaktis? Just before we learn that, let us understand the difference between Shaktis and Siddhis. Shaktis are the powers which express from the space of enlightenment as a side effect of feeling connection with the divine and high integrity with the Guru. Shaktis are the source of enlightenment. Siddhis are the powers that manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment. Siddhis are on the path of enlightenment. Shaktis are the powers which manifest through ordinary human beings in extraordinary ways, just with the initiation from the avatar, and Shaktis are permanent. Siddhis may divert you from enlightenment. First of all, these Shakti is Paramashiva. Paramashiva is unchanging beyond time. As the fundamental base of Avyakta, the unmanifest, and Vyakta, the manifest existence, he performs the Panchakritya, or the five maintenance, cooling out of delusion, and liberating grace of all living entities. Paramashiva himself has come down in the form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hindu His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, as the reviver of Kailasa, the ancient enlightened Hindu civilization and nation, which is the great cosmic bodiless emanation. Ever since the beginning of the civilization, the Sanatana Hindu Dharma has been the cradle of enlightened beings and highly advanced enlightened thing into the world at a record-breaking, never accomplished before. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was recognized as an avatar at a very young age and was trained and taught these sciences, initiations, and knowledge repositories for billions to manifest Bhakti Yoga, Paramashiva Jnana, and Paramashiva Vijnana. So, all of you might be wondering how we awaken these divine Shaktis in us. When every ultimate truth, Jnana, gets mapped into our consciousness, Prajna, we start manifesting powers and it becomes a possibility for every being, Prajnana. So, let us now watch a small video which explains the science of initiation. How, just with one word, avatar, we can get initiated and start manifesting these extraordinary Shaktis.
The word or touch. The traditional Vedic book Navaratneshwara states, Sarvasamapi dikshanam muktihi phalamakhanditam avirodhat bhavantyeva prasangyastu bhuktayah. The main benefit of all initiations is moksha, enlightenment. As a side effect, health, wealth, leadership and well-being happen. And in Rudrayamala Tantra, Shiva says, Devi Dikshasya na siddhihi na cha sadgatihi tasma does not attain liberation nor a better future. So by all efforts, one should get initiated by Guru. What is the science of initiation? Neuroscience has proved that the process of initiation floods the brain with energy. This is the superconscious energy of Kundalini, our own highest inner potential energy. As the Kundalini flows from the thalamus to the cortex, it sets up a powerful energy loop within the brain, which awakens the latent non-mechanical parts which we have never used before. With increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, transform bliss and fulfillment. Initiation creates visualization, Kundalini awakening, healing experience, levitation, teleportation, materialization, Nithyananda Dhyanapeetham.
Yes, with that beautiful video, let us now understand how the science of power manifestation is authenticated through the four aspects of evidences or pramanas. The first is the Shastra Pramana, which are the eternal unchangeable truths revealed in the source scriptures. The next is the Apta Pramana, the experiences and results of the Vedic rishis and scientists who have time tested and verified this science. Next is the Atma Pramana, the experience or account of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. This Millennium's Avatar's personal experience of power manifestation. And last is the Pratyaksha Pramana, or the empirical evidence from observation and scientific. So, where do all these Shastra Pramanas come from? The Vedagamas. The Vedagamas is a living applied science. Vedas are the ultimate superior author science where the ultimate truths are explained. Agamas are the scriptures where the applied technology, the applied science is expanded. Vedas and Agamas, Vedagamas, are given the status of Shruti as they are directly revealed by Paramashiva. They are the ultimate eternal unchangeable truths. And a reference cited witness a very unique and exciting demonstration of the power of third eye demonstrated by the Balasans of the Nithyananda Gurukul. So the first is the power of third eye, seeing through the third eye. So let us now listen to the Shastra Pramana, which comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 34, Dharana 11. Kapalantarmanonyasa tishtannilitalochanaha kramena manasodadhyat lakshaye lakshamuttamam. The translation goes, by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession, by that stability of the mind and inner space, through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal Lakshyam. By having the vision beyond the sight, the place initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye. In the Hindu Purana, the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye to behold his Vishwarupa Darshan, a vision of his cosmic form. The 11th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita contains the description of Bhagavan Sri Krishna's cosmic form, as it is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through the third eye. Natumam shakya anenaiva swachakshusha amite chakshuhu pashyame yogamaishwaram. Bhagavan Krishna says to Arjuna, but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore I grant you the divine third eye. Behold my cosmic opulence. The next is the Atma Pramana, where Swamiji beautifully shares his experience of how he manifests this power of third eye. Let us now listen in the words of Swamiji himself.
Inside and outside broke. The first experience is that I was able to see everything around, above me, the whole 360 direction. I was able to experience. I felt that the skin see me equally. Sun, rising moon, bush, shrubs, trees, everything. Just became so alive. The idea, something is inside.
The last is the Pratyaksha Pramana, the empirical evidence from observation and study which has compared the metabolic cell activity of the brain in the conscious. And so let us now, without further delay, let us get ready to witness an extraordinary demonstration of third eye, the Sakshi Pramana, the live Sakshi Pramana the power of third eye by the Balasans of the Nithyananda Gurukul. So we'll be back right after a short break, demonstrating this extraordinary power. Till then, all of you can go ahead, call your family members, friends, and colleagues to witness this extraordinary Shastra Pramanas with the power of body scanning, which comes from the Vijnana Bhairava. Swadelayam Dhyattvante Vyajyate Para. Bhagavan Paramashiva says, cognize deeply that from the subtle to the subtlest constitutive principles of your whole body, Swadeha, or of the whole consist of the essential reality. They are being absorbed in their source cause, thoughts, and the ultimate Shakti is revealed, and the supreme power manifestation happens. The Pramana, which comes with theory, uses the power of body scanning and identifies the root cause. It reveals that there is a small tere, a type of frog, sitting in the person's brain. Agatyar immediately instructs Thereya, cured of the headache. Thus, he gained the name Thereya. The next is the Atma Pramana, where Swamiji beautifully has experienced and manifests the power of body scanning. On the 22nd of December 2019, reveals how he uses the power of body scanning. Paraphrasing his words, only when I had a multiple compound hand fracture was I forced to go for surgery and therefore for medical checkups related to that. At that time, they detected heavy metal quantity in my different organs, and it was revealed that I had been poisoned without our knowledge. I immediately used diagnostic methods instead of medical facilities to study the body condition due to the poisoning. Through the power of body scanning, I found out where the imbalances and problems had happened and where the awakening in their life is not an accident or an incident, it is a leela, a divine play, another experience of the power of body scanning. It's the power of third eye and then the power of body scanning being demonstrated by the Balasans of the Nithyananda Gurukul. We'll be back right after this short break. Yes, now I'm back to the color. With me in front is a complete opaque sheet, behind is a thick sponge, and there is no possible way of light entering. You can see that there's no gap. This is the eye band I'm going to be placing on Makaladra's head. See, I'm unstrapping the eye band in front of all of you and placing it on her. Yes, Makaladra, are you comfortable? Yes. Yes, beautiful. So now I request you to turn to your right, left, up, and down. Beautiful. So now all of you can see that there's no gap in her, between her eye band and her eyes, and she is going to be demonstrating this extraordinary Shakti of the power of third eye to all of you today. I request the YouTube comments to be projected. Yes. So I request all of you I request the comment section to be increased. Yes. So I request who are watching now to kindly go ahead and start posting anything you want on Nithyananda YouTube channel. You can post numbers, emojis, comments, letters, anything you want in the Kailasa's SPS Nithyananda YouTube channel. And Ma Kaladra will be demonstrating this extraordinary Shakti to all of you today. So I request you go ahead, start posting. You can throw any challenge at Ma Kaladra ahead and you can write numbers, letters, anything you want, random emojis. Please go ahead. Yes, Ma Kaladra, you can go ahead and start.
Yes, Ma Celine has posted hi with a smiley emoji and a white color flower emoji. Manitya Maheshwaram 3 sky blue color gem and 2 red color gem.
Beautiful. I request the chat section to be moved down. All of you can go ahead and continue posting your comments. Marikya Maheshwara Mayananda Ma Celine. You can go ahead and post random numbers of emojis.
Yes. Ma Celine has posted nice with the 3 lines. Clapping emoji.
Comments?
Yes, Manitha Maheshwaramayananda has posted. It's really amazing.
Yes, ma, you can go ahead and post any number of emojis you want. You can post random emojis, random numbers, and Ma Kaladra will be reading it out live.
As Ma Celine has posted 26271017 with the signal lights red, yellow, green, and a small house or a school also there on the roof. Emoji of showing things like that, and also only eyes, not the smile, and a smile emoji in the sun form with the nose. And Maniti Maheshwaramayananda has posted 700 in a red color with 2 lines on it.
Wow. All of you saw how Ma Kaladra was able to read all the numbers, all the emojis out there, which were posted in the Kailas HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel without any mistake. Yes. Ma Maheshwari Mayananda, Ma Celine, I really encourage both of you. Please go ahead, post any emojis you want, random emojis, random numbers, random letters. Throw any challenge you want at Ma Kaladra and comments live. Throw any challenge you want.
Yes, Ma Sunil Murali has donated money for Kailas, and also she had posted, Ma I have CLAUSTROPHOBIA sometime. Please heal in a bracket when with a question mark.
I request the comment section to be scroll down.
Yes, Maniti Maheshwaramayananda has posted an emoji of the tie we have in our dresses, and a red color balloon, and like 2 bowls having decorations, which like how we have a birthday parties falling down.
Beautiful. Amazing. And yes, anyone else wants to post any comments for the power of third eye? Can go ahead, throw any challenge at Ma Kaladra, post numbers, emojis, letters.
As Ma Celine has posted 2 clapping emoji and 2 hearts like sideways, yep, and a light pink shape covering the, and a small plant with 2 leaves, and a smiley emoji with 3 hearts, and a mushroom, and a smiley emoji with 3 hearts.
I request the comment section to be refreshed. Yes, that was a beautiful demonstration of the power of third eye. All of you saw how Ma Kaladra beautifully read all the comments and emojis which were posted. And if you want to test Ma Kaladra more, if you want to post any emojis, comments, you can come back every day for witnessing this extraordinary Shakti, and you can have fun and just to understand that it is possible and there is no impossibility in manifesting this power. Beautiful, that was an amazing demonstration. Now I'm removing the difference between eye band. And you can see even Ma Kaladra is still adjusting to the light. So that means her eyes were closed the whole time inside, and she was able to read through with her third eye. Beautiful. That was an extraordinary demonstration. So we're going to be moving on to the next power of body scanning right after a short break. Ma Maheshwaramaya, Ma Celine, Masumi Murali, please go call your family members, friends, call anyone who you can. And if they want, they can request for the power of body scanning and you yourself scanning. And you can also request on the to get this, it is our integrity. So all of you, I encourage all of you, call anyone who you want demonstration of the power of body scanning, and they can scanning right after break. Yes. So Nithyananda Mikrant Vagaya, we welcome you to this Parashakti demonstration of the power of body scanning, and I will be manifesting the power of body scanning for all of you today. So, Ma Sumi Murali has posted Nithyananda Ma, I have claustrophobia. Can you please? I will be doing the body scanning and revealing how you can get healed from it, Ma. Swamiji is showing it's just your Masima Murali, this is for you. Swamiji is revealing it's just your mind now which is making you, it's just completely your mind, and it is because of your self, it is because of your self hatred towards yourself that you're manifesting this in your body now. This is you're manifesting this problem because of your self hatred towards yourself, and you have to really do intense completion towards that light image and others image. And Swamiji is also revealing to help you from this, just start doing all this self-hatred, self-denial, self everything which you're having right now is because of dehydration, and that is what is causing irritation in you. Sorry, ma, for the next 11 days, do the Nirahara Samyama. Then Nityananda Nirahara Samyama. Yes. And I request you to get back in the chat section, ma. Ma, Jyotika Bhalla has requested for a body scanning. Yes, ma, I'll be doing the body scanning for you. Right now is because of mother incompletion. Swamiji is especially showing you are having skin irritation, skin problems, and this is because of mother incompletion. So do the completion with your mother, and Swamiji is revealing to Swamiji is revealing to start worshipping Devi Kamakshi for helping you heal your relationships. So for the next 11 days, continuously do the puja to Devi Kamakshi, and you will be really healed from this problem. And Swamiji is also revealing that you have a lot of heat in your body. So every night, apply castor oil on your stomach. And yes, Vikrant Wag, you have requested, Ma, can you please heal my insomnia and concentration issue? Yes, I will surely be doing the body scanning for you. Yes, sir. Yes, Swamiji is revealing that you're having it for such a long time and you're starting to form kidney stones. So Swamiji is revealing to immediately attend to Panchakriya. Yeah. And this will really heal you from your concentration issues along with the insomnia. So this is what Swamiji revealed. Yeah, I request you to get back. Ma Jyotika Balla, I request you to get back in the chat section. And Ma Sumi Muradi, I request you to get back. Akshananda has posted. Please can. Ma Lalata Akshananda, Swamiji is revealing that you have been experiencing a lot of pain on your shoulders area, and that's because you're starting to experience shoulder pain, and that is also leading to bottom, like the lower spine also. You're every day do the Trinitra Kumbhaka in the morning 11 times, and in the night before sleeping, apply full turmeric on your forehead and apply the turmeric. If you start full turmeric in the big kumkum, and to start detoxing your body, and um, you will start changing this changing, and this will really help your whole body align. Swamiji is also revealing to start doing intense yoga, and you will start healing your body now. This is what Swamiji is doing. And Celine has posted. Celine, Swamiji is revealing that the reason you feel like this is because you don't enjoy yourself and you're not complete with your body. Inside, you have a lot of self-hatred, but outside, the way you project it is that you are complete with yourself. So Swamiji is revealing that you have to really complete with this with this gap which is there, and Ramanirahara Samyamama, and you should start doing it on more liquids and fruit juices. And Swamiji is also revealing that every night before sleeping, for 21 minutes, sit and do the third eye meditation. Visualize that you're seeing Swamiji's third eye through your third eye and do the third eye meditation. There have to do it. Every night before sleeping, do this, ma, and this will help you completely. Ma Nitya Lalata Akshananda has also gotten back telling, thank you, ma. Yes, to heal this anxiety issues, Swamiji is revealing every day, write the start chanting the Mahavakya, and you will be healed from this area. This is what Swamiji is doing. Yes, and yes, we've attended to everyone. We thank all of you for joining us in this Kailasa. In this segment, witness the live demonstration of the powers of Paramashiva, power of third eye, and the power of body scan. We thank all of you for joining us, and we invite all of you to join us back tomorrow and every day at the same time for witnessing the live demonstration of the extraordinary Shakti. But now please do stay the upcoming sessions where you will be learning so much about who is Devi Parashakti, what are Parashakti Akashic Cleaning Program, and yes, thank you Vikrantaya. Yes. So now and thank you Marceline. Yes. So let us now conclude with this session and move on to the next segment where all of you will be learning about Devi Parashakti. Thank you, Nithyananda. We'll soon be having Ma Madhura joining with us, and we'll be moving on to the next segment. You can go ahead.
So that was a wonderful demonstration of the powers of third eye that all of us just witnessed. So now let us learn about the divine feminine consciousness, about who Shakti is, the divine cosmic mother. So we'll be first looking at a Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti, which comes from the Lalita Sahasranama Dhyana Shloka.
सिन्दूरारुणविग्रहां त्रिनयनां माणिक्यमौलिस्फुरतारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखीं मापीनवक्षोरुहां पाणिभ्यामलिपूर्णरतरनां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकाम्. And the translation for this verse is, the Divine Mother is to be meditated upon as shining in a vermilion red body, with triple eyes, sporting a crown of rubies, studded with a crescent moon, a face all smiles, a splendid bust, one hand holding a jeweled cup brimming with mead, and the other twirling. And another Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti, which comes from the Lalita Sahasranama Dhyana Shloka. Arunam karunatarangatakshin dhritapaşankuşapuşpabanachapam animadiviravritamayukaihi rahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani. And the translation for this verse is, I meditate on the great Empress. She is red in passion. She lives within me. Devi Parashakti is the ultimate pure feminine consciousness and the source where the Big Bang and black holes go on and on. Parashakti is the source Shakti, the source energy, and the source power from which all of us came, which all of us are in even now, and in which all of us are going towards. As the Nija avatar of the Supreme Point of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasanidanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, gracing us, answering all of our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, delivering profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. She beautifully introduces herself and she reveals, living in 40 triangles, the Kailasha Swami who is in Kailasha, Shri Purachintamani, Parashodasi, sitting as part of Paramashiva, Parameshwari who rules the world, Paramashakti, Manonmani, Meenakshi, as Nithyananda I took Nijavatara here, to give good boons to everyone, all goodness. Hiranya Garpaswarupini, Brahmanda Yoni, Vayavana, Samrajya Lakshmi, Parameshwari, Parashodasi, Meenakshi. Taking the form of Nithyananda, I came here as Nijavatara. With great compassion and blessing. Listen, people, to do good to all of you, I took the form of Nithyananda and came down as Nijavatara. And Devi Parashakti continues to reveal, raising in Omkara, blossoming as Shiva, Shiva manifesting as source of existence, powers of existence, expression of existence, from the oneness of Om, blossoming into two as Prakriti and Purusha, blossoming as three Shaktis, Icha, Kriya, and Jnana, growing Vedas, expanding as 5 Panchabhutas, beyond 6 chakras, being as 11 Nidras, creating all the worlds, bringing life to tell and make truth blossom and to do good. Parashodasi, Meenakshi, in the form of Nithyananda, I came to bless every one of you. So now let us see how we can receive Devi Parashakti. So literally we're seeing Paramashiva and Parashakti at that moment. She is there on your screen, so you can always receive her in a very traditional way. You can keep 2 betel leaves, 1 banana, 1 betel nut, and a coin in front of the screen as you watch Devi Parashakti. Now some of you might be wondering what exactly a coin is considered as or what is its importance. So in the Hindu tradition, a US can even be just a cent. Swamiji says, I'm not trying to monetize. Keep even 1 cent, it is okay. So for 100 days, if you have darshan, it will add up to $1. In India, even 1 paise is okay. And you can offer that to Devi Parashakti. And once the darshan is over, you can do namaskar and eat the banana, the betel leaf and the betel, taking it as prasadam immediately. And the coins that you collect, you can send it to the Los Angeles temple for the further procedures. And this betel leaf and betel nut may actually look too small, but in a few days, you will actually see how much it adds to your sentiment that really Devi Parashakti is there. The Devi Darshans for granted. Rituals will break your monotonous unconscious mentality and lifestyle and remind you and raise you to the powerful cognitions. It will break your unconscious behavior. So now here you can all see how you can set up your tambulam. So you can arrange the betel leaves, the betel nut, bananas, the coin on a plate and keep it in front of the screen. You can also keep a few more additional items such as a few fresh flowers, a coconut, some kumkum, some turmeric, and glass bangles. But the four basic items is the betel leaf, the betel nut, the banana, whichever item that you would like, and arranging ready for the darshan. You can set up a set of tambulam to receive Devi Parashakti in a very traditional way. And we can receive Devi Parashakti in a very traditional manner. And we will now be moving to the next segment of this program, where all of us will be seeing what Devi Parashakti has revealed in the Akash for all of us on all the various problems that the world is going through, the cause and the solutions for all of these problems, and how important it is for us to follow what Devi Parashakti has revealed. So please stay tuned for the next segment where we will be learning what Devi Parashakti has revealed in the Akashic readings.
back to yours. Sorry for the delay in the program. Now let us enter into the next segment where we'll understand some of the various revelations made by Devi Parashakti for mankind. And as all of us know, Devi has been continuous revelation for humanity at this time in order to protect us from this ongoing pandemic, this ongoing pralaya. And now, segment, we will understand some of those revelations made by Devi Parashakti to heed how we too can benefit from listening to Devi Parashakti. So at this time, if you would like to also have your questions answered by Devi Parashakti or by Bhagavan Sundareshwara, you can, it's a very simple process. You can go ahead and join as a member of Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel. Join as a member. You can just go visit Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel and you'll see a button that says join. You can click that button, and then you can choose whichever level of e-Kailashan you would like to be. And once you've chosen that, you can go ahead and click you can go ahead and make your payment directly through Google, through YouTube. And once that is done, you will become a member of Kailasa's HDH YouTube channel, and you will have access to various exclusive content as well as access to the live YouTube chat. So once you are a member, you can ask your questions directly to Devi Parashakti, to Bhagavan Sundareshwara, directly in the YouTube comment section of the live video. And your questions will be viewed directly by Devi Parashakti, by Bhagavan Sundareshwara. So do take some time to go ahead and do that. And if you would like to ask your questions via Facebook, you can go ahead and like and follow Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Paramashivam Facebook page. And once you do that, you can ask your questions in the under the live video in the comment section. You can ask questions also on Twitter. You can follow @Nithyananda on Twitter and ask your questions to the tweet and ask your questions in the comment section of the photo post for the day. And the last way to ask your questions to Devi Parashakti is through WhatsApp. So you can go to kailasa.org and you will see a WhatsApp chat box that pops up. And you can ask your questions directly, Devi Parashakti, to the WhatsApp chat box. And any of these methods, you can ask your questions directly to Devi Parashakti. And you can be rest assured Devi Parashakti's revelation about this ongoing pandemic, about this ongoing pralaya, and how minds will get collapsed at this time. Devi revealed on the 5th of June 2021, not only people will be dying for financial and mental retardedness, we'll also see minds getting collapsed. Freedom from all of this suffering is life of enlightenment, living enlightenment. First, prevent yourself from this deadly corona, O people. Do the job of saving your life as first priority. Stand this revelation. So, there's been numerous articles and research published about the mental health issues many people are facing during this pandemic, during this pralaya. And one states like psychiatric symptoms like depression are also showing to be common in those who have contracted COVID-19, even in mild cases. So it is not just that people are suffering because of and falling into depression due to very severe cases experiencing depression and anxiety and other mental health issues.
And a BMC psychology report, which was published on the 8th of June, says that the impact of COVID-19 on mental health of US college students. And Devi Parashakti revealed it on the same on the 5th of June, which was 3 days before. And you can see the impact of COVID-19 on mental health of US college students. And the results indicate that students closer to graduation increases in anxiety up to 60.8%, feeling of loneliness up to 54.1%, and depression up to 59.8%. And many reported for the health of loved ones most impact their mental health state, 31.8%.
And another article published states that rates of anxiety and depression among college students continue to soar, according to researchers. And states that researchers at Dartmouth College who tracked the moods and behaviors of students for 4 years say that stress levels are at their highest at this time. In this article, school as freshmen in 2017 in rise and fall, usually in tandem with midterm and final exams. But since the onset of the coronavirus pandemic, rates of depression and anxiety have soared and have showed no signs of coming down, according to Andrew Campbell, a computer science professor. Very drastically affecting people and especially young suffering during the pandemic with the anxiety, seeing so much of death, suffering, and pain. And it has left people scarred. And unfortunately, no one has found a solution to this. There's only Swamiji, there's only Kailasa that have been continuously providing ongoing support and relief for those who are suffering from this pandemic through the Paramashivoham program and the various initiatives by different ones of Hinduism, including the Baba Samadhi Darshan and other programs for every person who is in need at this time. You can sign up for the Paramashivoham program. Paramashivoham program ongoing since March 2020, nonstop, has been going on freely for every person who wants to during this time when so many people are facing suffering and loss. You can experience something freedom from all of this anxiety and suffering. You can sign up for the Paramashivoham program by visiting kailasa.org. And now let us look at what Devi Parashakti has revealed.
Intensely, I will reveal the secret of the universe expansion. It moves from different universes, vertical time zone, as per its free will, knowledge, desire, but ultimately to get enlightened, complete liberation, Paramashiva Padam, your soul has to come back to this karma bhumi, the Bhumandala. This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystems, the caste ecosystems, Hindu, Jnana, Sannyasa, Yoga, Grihastha, multiple spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and be in accelerated and space. Now, too many souls from the is landing into this boom. That is the reason the rate of expansion of the universe has been accelerated. An intense ecosystem for great enlightened beings and incarnations to land is being manifested by me through my Nijavatara Nithyananda and this Kailasa. All the blessed fortunate beings will be attracted to Kailasa and Kailasa. This cosmic law is the country law. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is nationalism. These cosmic truths will be the truths of the country, society, ecosystem. Society, country, judiciary, ecosystem, all this of Kailasa will be aligned to the cosmic law, the cosmic energy, universal existential truth. Because ecosystem is manifesting, expansion of the universe has been accelerated. Universe is celebrating the happening of my Nijavatara Nithyananda and this Kailas.
Of the universe and adventure. Life, consciousness in you does not end while you're. It moves from different universes, vertical time zones, lives in different time zones as per its free will, knowledge and desire, but ultimately to get enlightenment, complete liberation, Paramashiva Padam, your soul has come back to this Karma Bhumi, this Bhumandala.
This book, if you can go to the previous slide. This Bhumandala and the Jati ecosystem, the caste, spiritual ecosystems are created for the souls to come back and rebirth and grow more and more towards enlightenment quickly, easily in accelerated speed and space. Now too many souls from the cosmos is landing into this Bhumandala to be a part of Kailasa and manifest Kailasa.
That is the reason the rate of expansion of the universe, an intense ecosystem for the great enlightened beings and incarnations of the land, is being manifested by me, through my Nijavatara Nithyananda and this Kailasa. All the blessed, fortunate beings will be attracted to Kailasa and experience liberation.
Cosmic science is nationalism. This cosmic law is the country law. Sanatana nationalism. This cosmic country, society, ecosystem. Society, country.
Because Kailasa cosmic ecosystem is manifesting, expansion of the universe has been accelerated. Universe is celebrating the happening of my Nijavatara Nithyananda and this Kailasa. Let us understand what modern science has shown about the expansion of the universe and the acceleration of the expansion of the universe.
You are looking at the most detailed three-dimensional map of the universe known to humankind, and it's called the Sloan Digital Sky Survey. Scientists from around the world have just completed a 20-year-long survey of the night sky, measuring the positions and distances of more than 4 million galaxies and quasars. This detailed map will help stars that draw familiar constellations in the night sky in the neighborhood of the Earth. Moving faster than light, we will take you through space in a journey from our place in the Milky Way all the way out to the large-scale structures of the visible universe, and will tell you about how. Since the scientific community has realized that the universe is not only expansion, it's accelerating. From a theoretical perspective, the acceleration may be accounted for by either assuming that there exists some mysterious. The Sloan Digital Sky Survey was launched to tackle this enigma of the accelerating expansion of the universe. The Sloan Digital Sky Survey is a vast collection of the angular positions of galaxies observed in the sky, as well as their distances from us, determined by observing the systematic shift of galactic light induced by the expansion of the universe, the so-called redshift. In this new, dark patches are mostly regions obscured by the Milky Way that cannot be observed. The Sloan Digital Sky Survey has created the most detailed three-dimensional maps of the universe. To achieve this, it focused on different classes of galaxies, nearby galaxies, red galaxies, more distant star form, and superluminous 2014 till 2020. During this time, the new project called the Extended Baryon Oscillation Spectra, or EBOS for short, continued previous lone mapping of the extragalactic sky and just recently finished measuring distances for 1 million galaxy quasars. These successive surveys allow scientists to trace the large-scale structures of the universe up to a fraction of its horizon, represented by the cosmic microwave background emission, seen dates back to about 400,000 years after the birth of the universe, also known as the Big Bang. Adding the EBOS data to the previous Sloan exploratory phases 1, 2, and 3, the Sloan Digital Sky Survey now has a database of 4 million galaxies and quasars, resembling the largest and most complete 3D map of the universe to date. This unprecedented achievement provides scientists with new tools for shedding light on dark energy and also for constraining the theory of general relativity, leading to a better understanding of the fundamental laws that rule our universe.
How they had an accelerated. Let's look at.
You are looking at
And it says new evidence deepens the mystery around the Hubble constant, one of the most important numbers in cosmology.
Yes, we can go to the next slide.
And according to this study, it states that, according to this article, it states that fresh evidence suggests that the universe is expanding faster today than it did in its infancy, a difference that has set off a search to understand what the cosmic forces could be at play. If confirmed, the changing rate, which is 9% faster than has been projected, would force us to reconsider a fundamental aspect of the universe. So even modern science is not able to understand the cosmic forces at play and the expectation of the expansion of the universe. But Devi Parashakti is very, it is because this.
And there are independent results that have now demonstrated time and time again supernova out of the picture. We still have sufficient evidence, including fluctuations in the, which is the radiation from early universe, among others. So this is a study done by Harvard University, the Graduate School of Arts and Science.
Universe.
Listen, the key information, key line I wanted to bring all your attention through this video is universe is not accelerated. Please understand. Last few years, I am screaming in top of my voice that super breakthrough is happening. Please understand. It is not only just the physics level. The universe expansion is accelerated in avyakta, unmanifest level itself. The expansion is accelerated intensely. Please understand. The expansion is accelerated intensely in the dark energy, in the dark matter, unmanifest, avyakta swarupa of Paramashiva. See, Paramashiva's manifest form only is this world which we are all enjoying, experiencing. There is an unmanifest form of Paramashiva, dark matter, what we call dark energy, dark matter. The triggering of expansion is that dark energy, dark matter. Because scientists are using the word dark energy, dark matter, I am using the same word. But if you ask me to give a right word, I will say Swatta Sutta Swayam Prakasa Jyoti. I will call it a superconscious energy, superconscious matter, because the human eyes can't cognize. Human beings are calling it as a dark matter. But because human eyes can't cognize, but third eye can cognize, I am calling him Prakasa Jyoti. Jyoti, light, superconsciousness, is the word rishis, enlightened beings, will use. But unfortunately, scientists have their own limitation. With the two eyes, when you see something which is not seen, with three eyes, when you see something and you know it cannot be seen by the two eyes, you call that as Jyoti. Sutta Swayam Prakasa Jyoti. Jyoti Mandala. We show as Jyoti of Aruna what exists as unmanifest. Acceleration of expansion is from the unmanifest, avyakta sarira of Paramashiva, the unmanifest space of Paramashiva. From that, the acceleration of expansion is happening. Now, the superconscious breakthrough, it has to happen. It is happening.
Yes.
As Devi Parashakti has revealed, that the universe is expanding at an accelerated rate, and we've understood both from modern science and just a little bit more about this. Now, Devi revealed that the universe is expanding at an accelerated rate because some landing to be a part of this Kailasa. So you too can be a part of this Kailasa by becoming an e-Kailasa. You can visit kailasa.org and become a e-Kailasan and avail all the benefits of Kailasa, of being an e-citizen of Kailasa, and enjoying all that the Supreme Concept of Buddhism and Kailasa are bringing to this world. Now, with this, let us look at some of the other revelations made by Devi Parashakti for humanity this time. Devi has revealed about the benefits of flower. So now let us look at that revelation. And again, if you would like, you can join as a member of Kailasas as a join button. Yes, now let us see these revelations on the 27th of April, 2021.
That comes from your muscle memory.
So we can look at the translation of Devi Parashakti's revelation. Let's look at the translation of Devi Parashakti's revelation. Listen intensely. Apply turmeric in your heart. Have soil in your lower abdomen, onion in your heels as a protection, and go to sleep every day. Only this is a sweet way to get rid of diseases, suffering, ailments, karmas, mental stress, depression of this pralaya. Oh, people, listen. Life without any hardships will happen. I am giving you the completion of enlightenment and Paramashiva Padam. Let you live in Nithyananda with stability. Always I will be with you and protect you. Don't worry. So let us look at this revelation a little bit more more specifically about the benefits of neem flower, let us look at what Devi has revealed on how to sit in Padmasana, and revealed on the 11th of June 2021.
You will be able to sit in Padmasana like me. Eat the rice with a neem flower. This is the instruction for all the humanity. Neem flower and the rice will heal your body and remove all the pains, induce flexibility, samana and prana, detox your body and clear apana. Om. You will be able to sit in Padmasana.
Let us look at this revelation about sitting in Padmasana. You will be able to sit in Padmasana like me. Eat the rice with neem flower. This is the instruction for all of humanity. Neem flower and rice will heal the body and remove all, induce flexibility, mana and prana, detox your body and clear the apana. So let us, Devi has made many revelations about this and its benefits, whether it's its benefits in protection against coronavirus or its benefits in healing the body and ensuring that you can sit in Padmasana, the science behind it.
So the neem tree offers several health benefits. All parts of this tree are useful and known for its medicinal use. And the flower, just as the leaves, have plenty of therapeutic benefits, which explain its many uses in Ayurvedic medicine since ages.
Neem also is very well known for its benefits in digestive health. Neem flower helps in improving digestive health, and it is mainly used in the dried powdered form for cooking, so it can be included in its fried, boiled, dried, or roasted forms in rice dishes and in sauces for its therapeutic purposes.
And neem also area. The flower is known for its potent properties which help in fat breakdown.
And it is also very well known for its benefits in the liver health. Dried flowers can be powdered and consumed every morning in a glass of warm water. This helps in cleansing the liver and removes unwanted toxins from the body. It is good for liver health and as a purifier.
And it also helps in blood detoxification. So dried neem flowers in their powdered form can be consumed every morning with a glass of water. And it helps in the blood detoxification and purifies the body internally. And this means clearer and
improving the metabolism. Consuming neem flowers on a regular basis helps improving the metabolism. It improves the blood circulation. Good for immunity and offers great flexibility. Neem flower is also very well known for its benefits in protecting you in your immunity. So it's good, especially as they revealed, to protect you from COVID-19.
belching, nausea, anorexia, and intestinal worms. And Ayurveda says that its leaves are magical for the eyes and a beneficial treatment for treating headaches and skin.
And neem flowers been studied in modern science, has been shown to chemopreventive properties and potent effects in preventing cancer and other diseases.
And neem flower is considered that can cleanse your system, and it is also known to cure skin impurities when applied on the skin.
Tradition, neem flower, jaggery, salt can mix and eaten and balance the heat in the body, balances the pitta in the body, and boiling the water with neem flower strengthens the liver and is an excellent remedy for Vepampu Kashayam, which is for worms for children. And as the recent concept of Hinduism has revealed, heat in the body causes a lot of other problems like mental confusion and more stress for people. So it is really important to reduce the heat in the body and to ensure that you are balancing heat in the body. The neem flower is excellent for doing this.
Immunity, you can soak the flour in the buttermilk with salt, like that for 3 days, and we have to do. And then you need to store it in an airtight container, and then it can be roasted in the in gingerly oil, and it can be consumed regularly. So just soak the flour in the water overnight or early morning if we start. And you can also just soak flour in water overnight. And early morning, if we start drinking that water, tabayal with curry leaves, made as a dish with curry leaves.
So now that we've understood the benefits of neem flower and the various revelations made by Devi Prakash this portion of the program, and we'll be entering into the next segment as Devi Parashakti has been continuously blessing us, guiding us, and protecting us during this time. You are just overflowing with gratitude for your cosmic mother for constantly being there for you. You are welcome. Of course, each of these offerings are just a small token of your love and devotion, and understand how you can offer your love and gratitude and connect with Devi Parashakti more deeply. Of course, each of these offerings are just an opportunity for you to deepen your connection to Devi, deepen your connection with Swamiji, and just to offer your love. And when you see, no matter what, but when you decide to open yourself up and receive those blessings, you will be able to experience much more benefits in your life, much more completion in your life. The better being to receive gratitude. When you offer something, it just opens up your being to receive more and more, to allow more and more to be showered upon you, and to be able to receive all that's being showered upon you. So now let us enter into this next segment and understand some of the various offerings that you can make to Devi Parashakti. Sorry for the technical switch. Yes, now let us enter into this segment and understand how we can offer our love and gratitude to Devi Parashakti.
various traditional offerings that we can make to Devi as we get ready to receive her darshan today. In the Hindu tradition, the offering made by a pure gift of love, devotion, sacred sentiments of the devotee to the divine, and offering of the pure love and gratitude for asking something or as a charity, but it is an expression of the pure sentiments, the sacred sentiments from the devotee for the divine. And when an avatar lands, the offerings are purely part of the grand Leela played out for the purpose of enlightenment. So as we get ready, let us look at the Dhyana Shloka of Devi Parashakti, which describes the glory and splendor of her form. This Shaduni Bhaveda Karavani Nayanam Syat Pankaja Varabhaya Japakshara Sarayuktam Angahima Bhushana Vichitra Vasanam Syat Tungama Kutojvala Manonmaniswar. The meaning of this verse: moon-like face holding the Veda, fire in eyes with low and shining crown. Her name is Manonmani, and this verse is from the Moola Agni, the Manonmani. Ayet Devim Trinetram Shashinibhavadanam Vedahastam Dadanam Savye Padmam Varadam Aparecha Bhayamanim Pratidinam Kamarthadatrim Shubham. The meaning of this verse: it says, I meditate on Devi with three eyes, glowing like a moon and holding the Veda, lotus and gracing with blessing and gracing hands. In the Hindu tradition, the divine element of gold finds mention in all the Hindu scriptures and is used in abundance in the worship and rituals in Hindu temples for Hindu deities. So let's look at the way that the scriptural, this verse from the Atharvaveda, the scriptural references. Tredajatam janmanedam hiranyam agnirekam priyatamam babhuva somasyaikyam insitasya parapatata apamekam veda samreda ahudatte hiranyam tridastvavaivishe. The translation for this verse: triply born by birth is this gold. From the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was hurt. One they call the seed of virtuous and powerful Apa, the watery molecules. Will gold be for your long life? Gold is a divine element, and it purifies an initial power of healing and enlightening. The power to infuse sattva energy. The gold is present in the Hindu scriptures, the Agamas, the Vedas, Shrutis, Puranas. In all the Hindu scriptures, it is abundantly displayed that exchanged in gold. Ritual feasts were offered in gold bricks. When one was to be saved from life-threatening illnesses, gold was offered as a ritual fee. Gold was in abundance and used for weighing equivalent amounts of commodities, including cows. Kingdoms were built with huge stores of gold. The streets would have huge columns made of gold. Horses and cows were dressed in gold. The Hindu civilization thrived. The Indus River was called Hiranmaya, the river of element for offering gifts to the ones you love and revere. Temples are constructed and paved in gold. Deities are made in gold and decked and adorned. So now let's look at some of the traditional offerings that can be made to Devi Parashakti. www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. The first offering is the offering of the e-hundi. Just as we have the offering, the hundi for the traditional offerings at any temple. Now, through this e-hundi, devotees can offer any offering that they would wish to make in multiple currencies and in any amount and love for Devi Parashakti. One of the verses that describes Devi Parashakti's love for devotion, it says, Bhakti Priya Bhakti Gamya Bhakti Vashya Bhayapaha Shambhavi Sharadharadhya Sharvani Sharmadaini. The meaning of this verse, it says, Devi is fond of true devotion. She can be won over through true devotion and removes all fear. If in autumn, here it is meant the autumn of our lives when our thoughts turn more and more inwards and the role of the divine is known and understood clearly, it becomes stronger. Shambhavi is the consort of Shambhu, who is Lord Shiva. Sharadharadhya is the one who is worshipped by Devi Sharada herself, Devi Saraswati. Sharvani is the wife of Lord Shiva. The Linga Purana describes Lord Shiva as Sharva, and Daini is Devi who bestows happiness on them. And you can offer your love and gratitude to Devi Parashakti by offering your kanika, your token of gratitude to Devi Parashakti through the offerings of the e-hundi on www.kailasamailer.com/savers.
Next offering is the Sankalpa chanting, the offering of your conscious affliction. So before you start any endeavor or anything new in your life, or if you just want to manifest exactly what it is you want to manifest, and when you offer this, your conscious affliction, your Sankalpa, at the feet of Devi Parashakti, you will be blessed with Devi's overflowing energy to manifest your reality. In the Devi Mahatmya, it states that the goddess enchants this universe and she herself gives birth to this universe. That goddess being created without interest in anything gives that knowledge that leads to salvation and gives life to Devi Parashakti and be blessed with the fruition of all your desires and wishes.
The next offering to Devi Parashakti with the sacred names of Devi Parashakti, one of her 1008 sacred names from the Sahasranama of Devi Parashakti. In Lalita Sahasranama, Devi is described as Nama Parayana Prita, she who likes repetition of her various names. And this offering of the gold coins inscribed with the name of Devi Parashakti is a very special and unique archana offered to the Mahameru of Devi. And you can make this offering in any of 3 different denominations, and you can offer a number of coins as you would like to. And when one offers these coins inscribed with sacred names of Devi Parashakti herself, the devotee receives the blessings of imbibing the divine qualities, the Ananta Kalyana Guna of Devi Parashakti.
Next offering is the Mukta Anguti finger ring with a pearl. It's very well known to be adorned in pearls and very fond of pearls. The pearl, of course, represents the compassion of Devi. First, it states, I bow to the goddess Meenakshi, whose crown has garlands of pearls, and the face shining like a balloon, who wears anklets that are set and has small bells, who is shining like the splendor of the lotus ocean of compassion. So you can offer this pearl finger ring and receive the blessings to be showered by Devi's overflowing compassion and love in all of your business endeavors.
Is the offering of the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the gold lotus flower. And Manakagama describes Ashtavidyeshwaropeta Kumu Sarve Sasutra Vastradhya Hema Pankanena Saman. And the translation for this verse It says all the kalashas should be wound around with suitable thread and covered with a new cloth. They should be adorned with the lotus flower made of gold. And there are hundreds of scriptural references for using the lotus in the worship of Paramashiva. Almost everything in the worship of the ultimate in the Hindu tradition, involving the consecration of deities of worship or meditating on the mudras and asanas during worship, is a divine flower in the Hindu tradition. The Shakti of Paramashiva is also called a lotus. The base of the Paramashiva Linga is the lotus. The desire for the gold lotus in any size that you wish to, and be blessed to have the state, space, powers, and being of Devi in your inner space amidst any and every adverse situations in life.
Next, offering is the Paramashiva gold toe ring straight at your feet. You whose brightness from your 2 feet overpower that of the lotus flower. You can see that Devi's very toenails have the power to destroy the ignorance of the devotee. Blessed to have Devi's grace in even the difficult aspects of your life.
The next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Swarna Mangtika, the gold hairline jewelry. And Devi is described as Sudha Sharabi Vashini, she who makes the nectar flow in all her nerves from the Sahasrara, she who gives the variance of the ultimate. The Swarna Mangtika represents the overflowing nectar from the Sahasrara Chakra, which is fully opened with the sacred sentiment of gratitude. So you can offer this Swarna Mangtika, overflowing gratitude and the space of complete completion. And all of these traditional offerings can be made on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas.
Next offering is the Pratiksha Pada Puja, the offering of gratitude to the divine lotus feet of Swamiji, who's manifesting Devi Parashakti for each and every one of you. And in the Saundarya Lahari, it's stated by constantly being touched by the crowns of celestials who always prostrate before Devi. Their ignorance is removed and they attain knowledge. So you can offer the Pratiksha Pada Puja and be blessed with the most auspicious, sweetest path to enlightenment, to attain the ultimate knowledge itself from both Devi Parashakti and from
And the next offering to Devi Parashakti is the offering of the Vastra Seva. This is the offering of the sacred cloth to Devi Parashakti. And this offering is traditionally made as a prayer to receive the blessings of protection from the divine during all adverse situations in life. So you can make the offering of the Vastra Seva and be blessed with all the auspiciousness and blessings of Devi Parashakti and of the Nijavatar, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, his divine.com/seva. So here again is a summary of the various offerings that can be made on the website. The e-hundi offering can be made in any amount and in multiple currencies. Sankalpa chanting, the conscious resolution. You can sign up for offering the continuity of prayer, the conscious resolution to Devi Parashakti. You can make the offering of the Devi Sahashakti. You can make the offering of the Mukta Anguti, the gold finger ring embedded with pearl. Make the Swarna Metti, the gold toe ring trod on the sacred lotus feet of Devi Parashakti. The Swarna Mangtika the offering of the gold hairline jewelry, the overflowing nectar from the Sahasrara, offering of gratitude to the Guru from a disciple, and the offering of the Vastra Seva, the offering of the sacred cloth, Devi Parashakti. And this can be made on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. All the offerings to Devi Parashakti, and for any other darshan that you would want to participate and make your offerings, you can make all of these offerings on the website www.kailasamailer.com/seva page for the offerings to Devi Parashakti. You can make the offerings on the links on step 2. And if you would like to make an intention to make an offering and receive the blessings of Devi Parashakti to manifest your intention as a reality, you can also fill in the form on step 1 and be blessed to receive, to be able to receive the blessings, to be able to manifest your intention into a reality. So you can make the offerings on the links on step 2. We can also make the offering of the e-hundi on this link here. And the offers for the e-hundi can be made in multiple currencies, in the US dollars, the Australian dollar, Asian ringgits, the Great Britain pound, and the Chinese yen. And the offerings can be made in any amount of your choice. The traditional offerings of ornaments and sevas to Devi Parashakti can be made on the website from step 2. So you can make the offerings of the traditional ornaments and sevas on this website, where you can make the offering of the Sankalpa chanting, the Devi Sahasranama Kastu, the Muktanguti, the Swarna Padma Pushpa, the Swarna Metti, the Swarna Mantika. The offerings to Devi Parashakti can be made on the website. Again, the link to the website is www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. So you can make all of your offerings on this website. And to show your support for Kailasa and be an e-Kailashian, become an e-Kailashian, you can also join as a member on the YouTube channel, Kailasa HDH Nithyananda. So you can join as a member on this channel, and you can join at different levels of membership: bronze, silver, gold, any platinum. There are different levels of membership, and in any which way that you would like to contribute and support Kailasa, you can become by becoming an e-Kailashian. You can also subscribe to the channel and receive all the notifications when new videos are uploaded. So stay in touch, and you can subscribe to the channel and to be able to comment on the live chat whenever there is a darshan, whenever you want to just express your gratitude, your sentiments to Devi Parashakti for the divine during darshan. So join as a e-Kailashian member to e-Kailashians. So you can offer your gratitude, express your sacred sentiments to Devi Parashakti as you get ready to receive her darshan today in various ways. And you can make your offerings, the traditional offerings, on the website www.kailasamailer.com/paper. You can also show your support by becoming an e-Kailashian on the YouTube channel. So in any way that you would like to express your gratitude, love, and devotion for Devi Parashakti, you can make your offerings and get ready to. And now we'll be more about the various available for the well-being of humanity, spiritual embassies of Kailasa, the de facto spiritual embassies. So now let us get ready to receive Devi Parashakti and learn
Nithyanandam, everyone. Welcome back to this segment of Kailasa's COVID Care Protection Centers, which are Kailasa's de facto spiritual embassies. With the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Triguna Rahitam Sadgurum. Concerning statistics on mental health and across Kailasa's contributions, the global peace and to combat the COVID-19 pandemic. And the Kailasa's COVID Care Protection Centers, some glimpses, and why UN recognizes Kailasa's contributions. Join the Kailasa's COVID Care Protection Centers. Pandemic is far from over. The aftermath of the current calamity much more devastating. The greatest economic. Now let's see some of the statistics and current news. In Australia, record high cases amid the COVID-19 third wave. Australia reported a new record number of coronavirus cases on Thursday when the country continues to battle the third wave of COVID-19 infections. There were more than 2,400 acquired infections reported nationwide on Thursday morning. The figure surpassing 2,000 in a single day for just a second time. The World Health Organization makes a big statement on COVID-19. The World Health Organization on Tuesday said that the Delta variant of coronavirus has elbowed out all the three other COVID-19 variants of concern that now represent a tiny fraction of the samples which are being sequenced. Less than 1 of beta and gamma are currently circulating. It's really predominantly Delta around the world. First detected in India last year, has become more fit and it is more transmittable and it is out competing. It is replaced that are circulating. She said, and adding that the variant has been detected in more than 185 now killed more Americans than the influenza pandemic of 1918 to 1919. The coronavirus pandemic has now killed more than the influenza pandemic, which the influenza pandemic, about 25% of Americans infected and killed an estimated 0.65% with 675,000 deaths. And COVID-19 has infected more than 12% of Americans and killed about 0.2% with 676,000 deaths. Now that the US death toll from the influenza pandemic did, and it is officially declared as US deadliest 676,000, the coronavirus pandemic has killed more Americans than the 1918 to 19 influenza pandemic did. Axios and the Associated Press both reported the grim milestone on Monday. People infected with the alpha variant exhales virus into the air, then ventilation and tight-fitting masks in addition to the widespread vaccination to help stop. The findings showed that the amount of virus in the air from alpha variant infections were much more, that is 18 times more than it could be explained by the increased amount of virus in the nasal swabs and saliva. These major increases in airborne virus from alpha infections occurred before the Delta variant arrived and indicate that the virus is evolving to be better at traveling of 2 meters, about 6.5 feet, may not be enough to sufficiently prevent transmission of virus. Carrying airborne aerosols alone is not enough to prevent human exposure to exhaled aerosols and should be implemented with other control strategies such as the masking and adequate ventilation. The researchers examined 3 factors: the amount and rate of the air ventilated through a space, the indoors airflow pattern associated with the different ventilation strategies, and the emission mode of breathing versus killing. COVID-19 Delta variant still the most concerning, says the World Health Organization experts. Even with the emergence of the new COVID-19 variant, the Delta is the top concern globally, appearing to outcompete others. The senior officials with the World Health Organization said recently. I think the Delta variant for me is the ones that is most concerning because of the increased transmittability, said Dr. Maria Varkankove. The agency is taking a lead for COVID-19, speaking during an online question and answer session. It's doubly transmittable compared to, which means that it can spread to more people. In US, right now, we are still in pandemic mode because we have 162 infections a day of COVID-19 since the outbreak of the virus, 4 million infections adding up in the past few weeks. The increase vaccine as the Delta variant has been in the nation and is wreaking havoc. The surge in Delta variant is driven by the low vaccination coverage in many communities across US, according to the US Central for Disease Control and Prevention. Mr. Fauci says, in a country of our size, you can't be hanging around and having 100,000 infections a day. You have got 10,000 before the world less peaceful. The COVID-19 violent incidences and fatalities, January 2020 to April 2021, you can see a spike in April 2020, which indexed the affecting the world less peaceful. Younger adults are more likely to report symptoms of anxiety and or depressive disorder during the COVID-19 pandemic. The younger ages depressive disorder, as the age is decreasing, younger generation is more. The average share was 11% in a 6 months period, but in January 2021, in a period of just 1 month, it rose up to 10%. Again, some more statistics concerning the same, that the younger adults are reporting pandemic. Stress in America 2020, the national mental health crisis, the COVID-19 is a significant stressor for most Americans. The nearly 8 in 10, 78% say the coronavirus pandemic is a significant source of stress in their life. Nearly 7 in 10, which is 67%, say they have experienced increased stress over the course of the pandemic. COVID-19 could exacerbate doctors' existing mental health burden. The more than 60,000 US healthcare workers have contracted COVID-19, 300 have died. Of the health workers who treated the patients during the China's COVID-19 outbreak, 50% showed signs of depression and 45% showed signs of anxiety. Before COVID-19 pandemic, the self-reported mental health among pregnant women and new mothers. The depression rate was 15% before COVID-19 pandemic, and during this pandemic, it is 40.7%, and the anxiety was 29%. Now it is increased to 72% after the pandemic. Living under stay at home, 8 in 10 students are struggling with focus on school and work and avoiding distractions, and the pandemic's impact on working women. Nearly 82% of the women who surveyed said their lives have been negatively disrupted by the pandemic. Nearly 70% of women who have experienced these disruptions are concerned their career growth may be limited as a result. The World Bank, the global economic outlook during the COVID-19 pandemic, a changed world. The pandemic is expected to plunge most countries into recession in 20 income contracting the International Labour Organization. COVID is a threat to peace building in conflict-affected nations. This has worsened already fragile situations. The ILO, the International Labour Organization, is more aware than ever of its responsibility to promote peace and resilience at the time of this global pandemic. In India, the wave is already here. It's a sample of Mumbai city. It's a case of the every state that the city's mayor has said that this already upon Mumbai, pointing to a sudden announcement regarding the matter had already been made in Nagpur. Speaking of the coming festive season in Maharashtra, the mayor urged people to remain in their homes. The mandals have been asked to allow only 10 people at and have them work in shifts. Breakthrough infections found in 25% health staff. A little over 25% of the healthcare workers were infected with coronavirus despite getting fully vaccinated. A recent study has revealed, giving an insight on the breakthrough infection due to the Delta variant. The study is jointly conducted by the Institute of Genomics and Integrative Biology and Maximum Hospitals in Delhi NCR found that the vaccination, the new COVID-19 variant Mu shows signs of vaccine resistance. This virus, which was first in Colombia in January, has been designated a variant of South American countries and in Europe. The new Mu variant has a constellation of mutation bulletin. So that how to cope up with the current COVID-19 pandemic, we have seen extensive statistics across the world. How to cope up with the current COVID-19 pandemic? It is important to address the COVID pandemic, which is seeing another wave, destroying many more lives. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism says the pandemic fatigue setting in as a result of continuous lockdown and resulting in delusional ignorance, holding on to the delusion and supporting the space of delusional decision, delusional arrogance. Continuous lockdown leads to delusional thoughts like, so what? And putting the risk on yourself and the others with irresponsibility and insensitivity in is the delusional arrogance. The global COVID pandemic has left the whole world desperately looking for answers. Life as it had been in February 2020 is no longer recognizable. Drastic change is the order of the day, with people having to redefine the world with new paradigms of economy, society, faith, religion, and health. Blessed are those who have to be with the incarnation of Paramashiva, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, in their lives to carry them through this crisis. In the Kailasas COVID Care Protection Center, if you are in India, they register now. Now, sustainable developmental goals. Making peace with the nature is possible if we start now. Making peace with the globe, nature is possible only if we start now. Even amid pandemic, 2021 can go linked. They must be tackled together. For example, we cannot developmental goals, including ends. We have no choice but to transform our economics and societies by health. Health and peace are interrelated. In the words of the Director General of World Health Organization, Dr. Tedros, there cannot be health without peace, and there cannot be peace without health. If individuals and groups enjoy equitable access to health services, fulfilling their rights to physical and mental health, and health actors design natural health interventions that promote trust and dialogue and can cope with a violent conflict, then health coverage is more universal. Grievances can be heard and addressed quickly to make meaningful contributions to peace and reconciliation, and to resist incitement to violence. Amid COVID, we need international coordination to build peace. Tackling the pandemic and building resilience in fragile states requires concerted international action at local, national, and global levels. As the humanitarian and economic toll of the COVID-19 pandemic continues to grow, so does the risk that this crisis will fuel new conflicts around the world while stripping prospects for resolving ongoing ones. Stronger health systems and universal health coverage must be a priority. Remarks to the General Assembly special session in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, for the first time since 1945, the entire world is confronted by a common threat of nationality, ethnicity, or faith. A new social contaminants, the private sector, civil society, and more can tackle the roots of inequality. Now, let us see what are the contributions of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to come to for the global peace and the spiritual solutions to combat the COVID-19 pandemic. Says, describes the yastu sarvatmani ivana pushyati sarva bhutetu chatmanam tadona vigupshate. That is Isha Upanishad verse 6, the global peace byproduct of the individual bliss. Whenever an individual goes through a spiritual bliss, he manifests a beautiful, peaceful life for him and everyone around him. If he is powerful enough, he moves the whole city and manifests peace. He is more powerful, he moves the whole village or whole country. If he is powerful enough, like incarnations, he moves the whole world and manifests. The individual bliss is the soul. Global is the byproduct of individual peace. Now, let's understand from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism how to achieve global peace by transforming ourselves, by completing our incompletion, individual bliss, which leads to, if each one of us work for our individual bliss, our completion, which leads to the global peace. So let's listen from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explaining the same in a beautiful way.
Time we entered. When we leave, it should be better. When we leave the earth, it should be better. It's your birthright. Go to the depths of your being. Bring more and more completion into you. Completion with others. And start living Advaita. Today in the Inner Awakening session, it's all about completion with others. So last 6 days, literally, you worked so much with yourself. Now, today, we are starting the science of completion with others. It's one of the most powerful signs. Does so much to human beings, not just healing their relationships, even inside their conscience. See, when you have completed with others, the kind of strength you feel is the power of Advaita, strength of Advaita. Today the Inner Awakening sessions are all about completion with others. We have long sessions working on completing with others. So with this, because today we have a long session with Inner Awakening, we are also lagging behind the syllabus. Actually, it is a good news, it's not a bad news, because participants are so sincere, process so intensely. Today I am going to catch up. Today I am going to spend more time and catch up with them, with the syllabus. With this, I'll move to the next sessions, IA sessions. I welcome all of you with my love and respect. How the science of completion can directly impact the consciousness you are carrying and the consciousness embodied in many bodies inside you. Means more deeper you go inside you, more expanded you become, more one with everything. Because the more deeper you go, the more you experience the unified field of consciousness. Various words are used. Some of the Hindu traditions uses the word Atma, Brahman. Some of the Hindu traditions use the word Nirvana. Whatever field of consciousness, whatever. But one thing I want to tell you, experience the vast oneness. The more superficial you are, the more incompletions you carry with others, even with yourself. The more superficial you become, right hand and left hand fights with each other. You, different thoughts of you fights with you. Even you fight with you, the more superficial you go, the more deeper you start traveling. First, you get integrated. Fighting with you stops. Then, the people around you get integrated. They fighting with you stops. Completion with yourself, then completion with others, then comes completion with other things, not just the completion starts happening. Even with the nature, completion starts happening. Please understand, the more deeper you travel, the more deeper you swing. Your cognition includes, your cognition becomes more and more joy, more bliss, more knowledge, more enlightenment. You will see everyone around you feels complete with you. That is why I am saying, whether they have body or they are disembodied, in the deepest corners of your being, deepermost layers of your being, deepest parts of your being, you experience such powerful awareness, such joy. Going into the deepermost corners of your being not only is a joy, it's a power. Because suddenly you will see everybody around you, everything around you, to you. Power where the tendency there, listen, that's a very important thing. Power without the tendency to exploit. Power, it will always be used for thing. Because the other person is intelligence, time, talent, treasure. But when you feel the other person is your own action, you will see, you will be showering so much, enriching so much. Even if death comes at this moment, I can tell you very clearly, I can face the death directly. I have enriched every human being more than what I received from anybody. I have given to every human being whom I met in my life more than what I received from them. My accounts is clear. I am ready. Come on, let's go. I don't have debt. No debit card, no credit card. My accounts is clear. Understand, when you feel everyone is your extension, the power given to you, the power you gain, see, any living is power. Powerful way. Even in that, you will become powerful. So any lifestyle you choose, you will get power in that field. Whether it is exploiting or enriching, murdering or raping, living is power. When you go into the deepermost core of your being, not living based on completion, I tell you, listens to you. That power will simply make you enrich everyone. The best power you can have through living is power of enriching. Whatever you do, as I said, whether you live the life of enriching or exploiting, you will become powerful. I tell you,